Hello guys and welcome to my channel. This is my first video and I wanted to sit down and film for so long. This is so exciting to me. I wrote down some tips for getting good grades and social life and just the whole virtual back to school journey because it's gonna be a tough one, but with these tips gonna make it a little bit easier, gonna be able to chillax a little more. So, here we go. Oh, by the way, hi, I'm Emma Androne. First video ever. Woo woo, so excited. If you hear any sniffs, my dog's chilling next to my bed. I was prepared for you guys. I wrote you a whole essay, so you're welcome. I got you. Alright, so I think the hardest part of this year won't necessarily be the schoolwork, but like the motivation to do it. You know, you don't really have that same drive. So a couple fun tips for that is when you go to your online class, like your background in your video, spice it up, make it fun, make it something that motivates you. I know that I'm not the only one sitting like this, looking at myself in the camera, just like, oh my god, you look so bored. So for me, I like having some paintings that I did, so I'm like, okay, like this is kind of cool, this is kind of showy-offy in a subtle way. My room is pink, that I do my online school with, you know, I feel like that shows my personality, stuff like that, whatever gets you going. You could have a poster of your favorite singer, you could just have a blank wall, whatever makes you feel ready and prepared. Confidence is key here. My next tip is go out and buy actual new school supplies. Don't use the same notebooks from last year because that's not motivational. You're not going to want to open the same beaten down, halfway used, sloppy handwriting notebook. You're not going to want to see you kind of at your worst. My dog wants to go out. Hold on. Not to be a goody two-shoes, but try to go to class early on the virtual time. If it says be there at 10:15, see if you can log on maybe 2 minutes early. Try to be there at 10:13. That's gonna give you a great time to bond with your teacher. Just, you know, it doesn't have to be like telling your life story to them. But especially if you've never had this teacher before, like how I will next year, this is gonna be a great time to just small talk, get to know them. Also, some of your classmates are probably going to be there early that maybe you're not that close with, so you could be like, oh, I remember you, like what you still exist? That type of thing, because school doesn't really feel like school anymore, especially if you're only talking to the same like 5 people. Also, I have a friend who's switching schools this year, and she's going into a new high school. So for her, this is even more scary and hard to make friends because she doesn't know anybody. So if you see a new kid in your school, just give them a little private message in the chat and say, hey, my name is blah blah blah, nice to meet you. Be inclusive. It sucks for everybody, but especially for the new kids, so please, if you see anybody new, just give them a little message. So next tip is for wardrobe. If you feel like dressing up, because that's going to make you feel more confident, go for it. I mean, I wore a dress for the last day of school just because I felt like it. You know, other people were in their bed with like messy buns. That's perfectly fine too. If you don't feel like dressing up, don't do it. Either way, you're not going to be judged. People have so much better things to do than give you like a weird look. And how are they going to give you a weird look through the screen? Like, but you're not even going to really see them unless they're your crush and you're staring at them. Moving on. There aren't going to be social circles or cliques this year. I mean, virtually you can't really like huddle up and exclude people, you know? So if there's someone that you want to talk to, just talk to them. It doesn't really matter if you're in their friend group. So don't feel constricted to stupid like social groups or social, like, just be happy. Now, this is for when you're actually in class. Make sure to take good notes. Write down as much as you can from whatever your teacher says, or if they actually take the time to write something on like a board or type something up on the computer. Alarm, right? You write that down. Sorry to sound like your parent, but you're gonna need to. A tip to write faster. I press really hard. You can see it through the next page. So if you hold it lightly and try to write more, you're not gonna get as many cramps and you could write faster. Thumbs up. Do that. Because then you're not gonna daze off in class, which I know we all do no matter how hard we try. But if you're literally like writing something and looking up and looking down and trying to interpret it, it's going to help your memory of the subject and your comprehension of it, and you're going to know whether or not you're confused. You're not just going to write it down and then be confused about it later. But you're also going to, you're also going to have the valuable information they're going to use on tests. A lot of the teachers probably aren't going to email you the notes. They're going to expect you to write it down right then and there. Especially when teachers stop for questions. Do it. I know we all have those thoughts like, oh, it's a stupid question. It's going to make me sound dumb. No, it's not going to make you sound dumb. 1,000 more people have that same question, and especially now when people are less involved, they're going to be so thankful for you to answer their question because they're going to have the same question too. You're just going to represent the question. You're not just helping yourself, but other people. What's going to make you sound dumb is if you don't ask questions. You wait until you have a 5-page essay. Casey agrees. She thinks this is great information. And you don't know what the essay is on. For our school, we have a time built in where you can meet with your teachers outside of the classroom. If you have that opportunity and you feel like you want to go over some stuff or just get more examples or a better explanation, then do it. Get to know the teacher. I know that sounds weird, but we all know that teachers play favorites. And if they actually know you, you're gonna be their favorite. I mean, you know what I mean. That won't make you stupid. That's just gonna show the teacher they're interested in the subject. Oh my god, this one I literally wrote in all capitals. Don't cheat. Don't do it. It's not worth it. I know it's so easy to have like the answers like right here. Just be like, it's not gonna be good for you when you actually have like a bigger exam, or when we actually do go back to school sometime down the line, hopefully this year. When you get in class and you were getting 100s, now you're getting 50s, they're gonna know that you cheated. And as for social life, yay, drumroll please. It's important. Try to have one. I know that sounds really weird to say, but stay in touch with your friends. Your friends are gonna make your life so much better. I've definitely been there. I'm like, well, like, I don't really feel like texting. I'm not in the mood, you know, whatever. But when I actually do text, I feel so much better. I have a YouTube problem. You can build a friendship with people so that you don't feel like they're just a bunch of lifeless faces looking up at you. You could be like, oh, I know them, and I know them. We all have those friends that are friends in school, but not really out of school. Try to change that. The more the merrier. You know, you can always give someone like a smile or give someone a sweet text just to make their day. They'll pass it on to somebody else. It'll be like a whole happy circle of happy people. So if you do decide to go out with a couple, like a few, don't go in a group, just 1 or 2 people. Make sure to be wearing your mask at all times. If you're in a car, wear your mask. It's a small space. And if you are going out to eat, make sure that you're not sitting close to other people. If the restaurant outside is filled, go out to a bench somewhere else. That's what we do. And then sit on opposite sides of the bench when you have your mask off and you guys are eating, just so that you're not like breathing down each other's necks. Don't share food.
I know that their nacho fries probably look really good and you are upset like I got chicken nuggets, why did I get nacho fries? Don't strafe.
Relationships. Romantic relationships. Yeah, that's gonna be a challenge. Long distance people, you're thriving. If there's a guy or a girl that you like, you don't really have to know them that well. Maybe you guys are in a class together, don't really talk. Give them a text message. Snapchat each other. I don't have Snapchat. I don't know how it works, but do something. It won't make you seem like thirsty or desperate because they're secretly wanting people to reach out to them too. Be the bigger person. Take the step. They're gonna be happy to talk to other people. They just don't have balls big enough to be the one who does it. But if you don't know them that well, like those crushes that you've seen in the hall, you guys don't really talk at all, and they maybe don't know about you that well, but they've been your crush for like 3 years. Let them know who you are before you start talking. Like, introduce yourself. Don't sound like a stalker.
Be like, yeah, I've just been watching you, just strutting down the hallway. I really love the jeans they wear every Tuesday.
Be sweet, be nice. They'll be sweet and nice too. But if you are in a relationship already and you cannot see them face to face, keep your mask on. Just don't. We all know. Restrain. If we're worried about going out in public and not like holding hands, I don't think, a make-out session is necessarily the smartest thing to do. Even if they're super hot, try. So a virtual date idea is you guys can do like cute dinner dates. I've done this with my friends because and it was super fun. I can't cook, so I made sandwiches, and then we talked about them. It's a great time. You feel like you're interacting with somebody. You guys can also pull up a movie or YouTube or whatever you want, Netflix, on their screen and then share and present it. And then you guys can have like a little movie date. Like, how cute is that? I mean, you guys can't really cuddle, but you get to use someone else's Netflix. Win-win. You don't need to pay for it. You could just be like, hey, let's go on a date. And then they could be like, do you want to watch this movie? Sure. Okay, it's on Netflix. Bam. Free Netflix. When you're more down the line with someone, they're your boyfriend or girlfriend, you guys can send each other really cute care packages in the mail, and that just melt their heart. That's like the sweetest thing. Imagine if someone did that to you and you just got a bunch of really personalized inside joke stuff, a cute card. You guys can send each other like a game to play, to have a fun date with online. It'd be perfect. That's it. I literally summarized this whole colossal essay. This is the first time I actually wrote something. I hope these tips were helpful. I wanted to do this for so long and I'm so excited. I had to just meditate before, be like, Emma, keep it together. These people don't want to see like a
3-year-old high on sugar.
Just know that that's what's behind all this, like, hopefully calm and collected person. It was just like, yes, I'm filming a YouTube video. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. That's cool for me to say. Haha, YouTuber. Subscribe to me. We can be a fun, happy family. Good luck. I know you're gonna kill it, especially if you follow these tips. You can comment something down below and we can talk. If you have any questions or any just things you want to say, I'll definitely give them a like. And don't forget to stay cute. Mwah.